Hello there, guys. Austin Aaron here, and today we're going to be doing an episode of Game File Mysteries. And up first is FNAF. So, first up, we have Ambience 2. Literally nothing. Okay, next. Obviously, you guys can't see any of this because, well, yeah. Oh, here's one. Okay, now tell me what that sounds like. I'll tell you what I think it sounds like. So these are sounds like he's saying the sounds like Golden Freddy. I have to say others. I can't tell me she is saying. So whoever's saying this is definitely saying something. Problem is what? And it's not just random garble. There's something is meant to be here. It's not just a straight flat tone. It's not music either. Since something is meant to be here. Sounds like, in fact, and reversing did nothing. But I think pause stretch, reverse pause stretch. How actually selected something. Pause stretch. Let's do 0.5. So basically, reverse the pause stretch. Let's see, do 1. Let's do a stretch right here of 2, and then okay. So listen to that again. So it sounds a time you might expect from someone dying in a Springlock suit. Almost like screaming out for help, such speaking. Because I imagine that's what you sound like if your own blood was filling up your vocal cords. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know any of this. So the fact that I'm not actually a doctor or whatever. Okay, next. Okay, up next is Whispering 2. And this one is really freaking fun. Obviously, we're going to amplify it. Because, you know, whispering. If ever someone's whispering, you always amplify their voice. Not really much matters with this sound file. So it sounds like Withered Chica with all the staticky and all everything. Definitely sounds like Withered Chica. and I think we have a lot better frame of reference for this now that we have Withered Chica and Ultimate Custom Night saying in her weird, creepy, distended voice, "I was the first." This could actually be that line, just with static laid over it, and it could actually be more than that because the clip for that sound is like what, 5 seconds. This is a full 15-second sound file, although the end kind of starts to break down. But also it sounds like at the beginning someone's slamming against something like a cage or something, or like a metal wooden door. And you hear it again near the end. It doesn't sound like metal, it sounds more like they're slamming against wood or like dense plastic. Very dense plastic. Okay, next game. Okay, so none of this. None of this matters, none of this, nothing. So apparently in FNAF 2 there is literally nothing. And then it's just sounds 3. So Unglitched 2. Oh, that's that sound. Now let's do. So if we do the MB9 sound file. Oh, that's music box. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. There's also not really a lot here. Not until we get into the FNAF 4 sound that we can get something. Ooh, this one is so much fun. If we amplify, like I said, if we amplify, watch what it sounds like, and yes, I know this is the sound file that you reverse, and it's the FNAF window, but the Night 3 phone call, but that's not really the point here. So the beginning sounds like as far as I can go, sounds like the FNAF 3 night phone call where phone guy says how to operate the spring crank and all that. But the end, like once it gets past that, it starts to sound like William is talking to Henry or Henry's talking to William. It sounds like an adult male talking to someone. The only two adult, well, there is Michael, but his voice sounds way different than that. Since, you know, by this, supposedly, by this time in the timeline, he's a kid. As far as this game is concerned, so it can't be Michael. So it's either William or Henry. And considering what they're talking about, it's probably one of them talking to the other respective person. Because it sounds almost like they're talking about the partnership for Fazbear Entertainment. Considering the fact that this is before everything broke down in their relationship, because, you know, supposedly William starts murdering kids left, right, and center. Yeah, so I definitely think it's that. Of course, it could be wrong. I could be over-analyzing something that's never meant to be analyzed like that. But I'm pretty sure. Okay, next. And none of this matters because if it's truly relevant to anything, it's just random music and background sound files. And then of course we do FNAF World. I'm doing these in order of release date. And of course, none of these really matter. Like, literally none of these. What I can think of is walkie-talkie. And that just sounds like regular walkie-talkie static sound. Okay, next. Okay, so this is part of the audio clip that Baby plays when she tells you to type numbers in her keypad. Okay, definitely not it. Excuse me, that's, for some reason, I think that might be enter. Someone saying the number 1, but in a weird, creepy, distended voice. Just make sure that. Oh. Turns out, apparently, this she isn't recording it properly, but that doesn't matter. I need a background. Anyways. So, since clearly our recording equipment isn't switching between windows properly, this audio file is 7. Literally, it's called 7. And this is what it sounds like. Yeah. In case you're wondering, there's this bit of audio at the beginning. In fact, let me display only that section. That sounds very weird. It sounds like someone even just straight up breathing. Sounds like someone saying shh. Like, Like, well, you might leave in the library in order to tell someone to, shut up or whatever. And then, of course, next up is 8. And that doesn't sound like someone saying actually A, sounds saying A. But in a weird, creepy descendant type. And of course, yeah, it's this baby thing. I know it was an accident. And of course, actually, and this doesn't sound like a car. It's not like a car. Well, I've never heard of a car that had that high pitched of horn. Or one that sounded like that. I think that's, I just named the file because Scott got really lazy. Or that could be the sound of a, like, one of those toy cars. Like, the toy cars. The ones for, like, toddlers, like, that can be ridden in. Not the ones for slightly older people that are like the Jeeps and stuff, but like the things that almost look like trains. If you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, next. And then, of course... Oh, this one is freaking fun. This one is named Guts. I'll let you guess what it's about. And here goes the creepy factor. So, I imagine if you were to match the length of time it takes you to walk, because of course you can't really sprint in that game. You can only go or not go. And it's usually consistent speed. You probably discover that, well, I wouldn't know. Someone else would have to match up the time, the matchup have to do something to the internal game files in order to limit every single sound except this one. But make sure it triggers at the right time so it's not constantly playing, and then have a possibility of, yeah, unfortunately I have no way of getting that because I'm not willing to play Sister Location just for figuring out one thing. That's what this series is kind of for. Avoiding playing the games, but still figuring out the lore, or at least as best as we can. Obviously, some things you only get from the context of everything put together in the way Scott Cawthon, well, in this case, Cawthon meant to be put together. But other than that, I'm, well, doing the best I can. Okay, next. And of course, Whisper. And of course, this is Whisper 1B. Oh, that's Ballora saying, is someone there? Okay, so now, next. Okay, since that's the last audio files, and yes, I know there's the ones from Ultimate Custom Night, but unfortunately I didn't get those transferred over here, and I'm pretty sure that the System Media is doing a good job at tearing those apart. The images is actually something that I want to discuss, because, well, the mask that you wear, it looks almost, you should like up the contrast by just thread them out. Almost looks like Shadow Freddy. I say almost because it could also just be the what do you call it? Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not an artist. And also just, and it's insane. You could also be just naturally what happens to that kind of shade of red when you contrast it. So anyways, I think that's it for this video. Like and subscribe, join Team Awesome, and goodbye.